Good morning. This is Sheri Ann Richerson from experimentalhomesteader.com, and I'm back from my first sister trip with my sister Shonda. We went down to Virginia to see my dad and meet two of my sisters, Tina and Marie. Tina didn't make it, so we only got a chance to meet Marie. But we did meet another sister. Her name was Shannon, and she is my dad's wife's daughter, Mary. So we was able to meet them and met some other family. We was able to see the homestead that my family created many years ago. I was really amazed at how much it looked like the house that I had seen on Little House on the Prairie. Not quite the same, but very similar. There was a lot of land, a lot of rolling hills. Cows were everywhere. There were horses. I did see one patch of goats. We saw some camels, but the main livestock down there looked like cows. They were harvesting the hay, and that smelled so good. We went on a four-wheeler ride, which is only the second time I've ever been on a four-wheeler. So we went up in the mountains, and that was kind of fun. And we did a lot of driving around and seeing places in Virginia and Tennessee. So it was a lot of fun. And it just struck me about the role that genetics plays in your life, even when you don't know your family or the history in the background. Because the homestead and just the whole way of life down there seemed like exactly what I've been aiming for years. And truthfully, I could move down there. I think I would like it a lot. It just seemed much more laid back than here. The people seemed friendlier. And like I said, everybody seemed to have the same kind of mindset that I do. So that was really great.
Like little miniature waterfalls down here.
Smile, you're on video.
Yeah, it's like miniature waterfalls down here.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that cute?
The water is like clear too.
Yeah, I know. I was noticing that. You can actually look right in that water.
And you be careful.
I'm going to because I can't swim.
It's not deep enough to know how to swim. You just have to stand up, Sheri.
Hi, this is Jeffrey Rhoades, and Sheri and I are on our way to Hartford City for Hartford City's Civil War Days. Okay. This is an annual event that they have, Civil War reenactors getting together. It's living history. That's one of the things I like about the reenactors. They actually try to do it's a living history. They recreate as close as they can to what things were actually like at the time. They recreate some of the battles, safely. It's all blanks. No live ammunition during the battles. They do a lot of times have some competitions at some of these events, target shooting, see who the best shot is. They do a little bit of artillery firing, same thing, target shooting part of the time. Tonight, after it gets dark, they will have a artillery firing using blanks. This is a spectacular display that they do most every year. The cannons, firing at night. You see great big gouts of flame coming out of the barrels, and it's truly a spectacular thing to see. Especially the way they do it, because they'll fire them off one cannon at a time initially, then they'll do 2 or 3 cannons together firing at the same time, and then they keep expanding it till they wind up at the end firing all of the cannons that they have there, and generally they have 15, 20 cannons, and they'll all fire at the same time, so you have this great big blast, lots of flame, lots of light coming out of it. It's a wonderful thing to see. I don't know that we're going to stay for that. Sheri doesn't really like loud noises like that. Just the battle reenactments may be enough for her. But we're hopefully going to be there in time to see the ladies' dress competition. It's at 1:15. There's also a ball gown competition later this evening, because they have their grand ball later tonight. And this is something, it's something that I haven't actually seen in the past times that I've gone out there, because it didn't really have much interest for me to see ladies' dresses. But this is something I think that she might enjoy. I go out here, I talk to some of the people. They get some really good reenactors doing some of the various personalities. They've got, generally there's a Abraham Lincoln, Jefferson Davis, a number of the different generals, like Ulysses S. Grant, Robert E. Lee, and so hopefully we'll have a good time out here, and we'll see what happens. Okay. Okay. That's a demonstration of a Gatling gun.
It's a good rate, but I gotta put this. That's right.
Okay.
I really enjoy coming down and seeing
Yep. Very cool. Very cool Gatling gun. We have Jeb Stewart and George Armstrong Custer here. Okay, here's Sheri eating a pickle and drinking some root beer, with some Union soldiers mustering in the background. They're getting ready for a skirmish here shortly. They're going to be doing and there's some marching along over there, and more mustering. They're doing a battle reenactment here shortly. It'll be up over that hill over there. That's their battlefield. And here we go. They're lining up for marching to. Okay, there we go. This is part of the Union camp that we're in. We wandered around the Confederate camp earlier. Didn't shoot any video, but there's an artillery piece up on the hill there, and there's more stuff on around this way. Okay, here's some of the Union forces practicing, getting ready for battle. They're in proper formation in a line of two, and now they're wheeling, changing positioning and direction. And there we go. Not great, but not bad. Now they're aimed a different direction, so that if they need to fire in this direction, they're ready, and then they can go and do the same thing and rotate, 90 degrees at a time, basically, and get into position. I think the Union has definitely got the Confederacy outnumbered this year around, because we got a good group of Union forces there. And if we pan over here, that's the Confederate forces over here. Not a lot so far. So I think the Union has it this year. I think the Union also has a lot more artillery, because we got quite a few artillery pieces over here. I think I counted about 10 pieces so far. And what I saw of the Confederate forces, I was only seeing about 5 or 6 maybe.